For the past few years, PTC has been talking about working towards having multi-body functionality in Creo Parametric. And originally they talked about some functionality being available in Creo Parametric 5.0, but when it came out, there wasn't any in there. Or was there? My coworker Alex found a hidden config.pro option, and I was able to verify it on Olaf Korten's proesite.com. If you go to File Options and then Configuration Editor, there is an option called Enable Embedded Component Demo. You'll notice it has no description because it is hidden. You can set that option to yes. And because it is hidden, when you click the Find button, you're not going to be able to locate it. You'd have to hit the Add button and enter in this exactly and directly. Enable _ embedded _ component _ demo. And again, set that to yes. And when that is set to yes, it will enable that functionality. So to show you how to use it, I'm going to import a file. I've been working on a drone project and I have a step file that I want to import. I got this from grabcad.com. In the description, I'll put in a link to the one that I got. So let's import this step file. And this is the perfect use case for embedded components, separable and inseparable assemblies, imported geometry, and commercial off-the-shelf components. So you'll see down in the message area that the geometry is being read in. I got an extra assembly level here. Let's open that one up. I don't need the top level assembly, so I am going to close it and then erase memory so I don't have that. This is really what I want. This is an autopilot for a drone. It's a PX4 Pixhawk. And if you take a look at the model tree, we have a couple components in an assembly for the structure. Then we have a bunch of high-res DF13 connectors, some screws in here, a micro USB port, and some other different components. And while this is nice to have in Creo Parametric, I don't want to save all these components out to my computer, and I especially don't want these all in my data management system like Windchill. So again, perfect use case for separable and inseparable assemblies. And what I mean by that, if I go to the operations drop-down menu, because I have that hidden config.pro option turned on, we have this flyout menu for inseparable assemblies, and there are 4 different choices in here: embed, make inseparable, extract, and make separable. So first off, here I have these components for the structure. I can select them and go to operations, inseparable assemblies, and choose embed. And here I get a dialog box that allows me to control the different actions for components in here. And so it's going to embed these 2 different components in here. If I scroll down, I've got a couple other subassemblies, so I can select these and right click and choose embed, or you could use this drop down list to embed individual ones as well. And when I'm happy, I will click OK. And if I expand those different sub-assemblies, you'll notice that the components look a little different. They've got a different icon next to them in the model tree, and they have in brackets the name of the assembly in which they are embedded. And that's the same for the other different components that are embedded in here. And if I wanted to, I could then say, oh wait, this component over here, let's go to Inseparable Assemblies and extract it, and I'll click OK. And it says, hey, another model with the same name already exists. Well, let's just erase. And you'll notice that a bunch of components went away. That's the one weird thing. Now operations, inseparable assembly, extract. And I can bring it back. If I changed the name, I would have been able to bring it back under a different name. But let's say I didn't want the entire structure in here at all. I can select the top node in the model tree, operations, inseparable assemblies, make inseparable, And here we get a warning dialog box. All components in this assembly are copied and embedded into the Inseparable Assembly. When you save the Inseparable Assembly, they are stored in the file. The copied models are independent of the original models. For additional options, click Advanced. When I click Advanced, I get that same dialog box as before. But again, let's Operations, Inseparable Assemblies, make inseparable. Oops. I think because some of them are already embedded, I wasn't able to click OK from there. But I click OK from here. And you'll notice all the components look that way. Let's go ahead and save this. And I'm going to save this to my working directory. And right now I've got nothing in that folder, so I'll click OK. And if I go to my working directory, you'll notice that there's a couple log files in here from the import and just the one model file. And I'm going to go and open up. Here's my Windows Explorer to verify, yeah, there's only one file there. That's what the Inseparable Assemblies do. It ends up storing all the individual components in that one model file instead of giving me all those individual files. Let's say I want to get all the individual files back. I can select the top node, Operations, Inseparable Assemblies, and make separable. And in this dialog box, I'm getting a warning that, hey, these names are already used by another model. If I hover my mouse over that little red X icon, it tells me that the name is already used. Well, just like before, if I erase not displayed, here are all the components that are using those names. The graphics go away, but Operations, Inseparable Assemblies, make separable, and click OK. And I've got all the individual components back. So it fully appears to be a two-way trip. You can go there and you can go back. I hope you enjoyed this video. For more information, please visit www.creowindchill.com. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and click the subscribe button to be informed when new videos are uploaded. Thank you very much.